Hello YouTube, welcome back. First of all, we've got 1,000 subscribers, so thank you very much. Who'd have thought 1,000 people have clicked the subscribe button to watch us boys tinker with cars, eh? Much appreciated. Something a little bit different today. My mate Mark's messaged me. He says, I'm going to Wales this weekend and I've got a problem with the car. Can I nip round and borrow some tools? And maybe you can give me an hand getting this problem fixed. I don't know what it is at this point. So let's see what he bloody wants.
I'm just looking for some tools, mate. It's got a leak underneath. I can't work out what it is.
No, what the hell's that? Whoa, it's pissing out.
What is it?
What's that? Get the bonnet off. Honestly, mate, it's absolutely pissing out. Look at that.
That's pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah. You numpty. What have you done there? Idiot.
Well, we have got a coolant leak, so I'm changing that. Let me turn
Right,
the tap off.
okay.
To the coolant expansion tank, we need to get the nose cone off.
Oh, these are
So it's
those
just-
quick release little
Yeah,
things, aren't they? What they called?
I don't know the technical name for them.
I'll insert it in here now.
So there's one on each side, and then there's two underneath. There we go. So, and it's as simple as just lift off gently and ease it between the headlights. Make sure you don't stretch it. Goes off in one piece.
Right, so all joking aside, Mark's got a bit of an water leak, haven't you? And we think it's coming from just
I think
underneath.
it's a cracked expansion tank.
Yeah, the hose there. So do you think it's just been building pressure and then blowing its coolant?
Yeah. Well, I think there's a hairline crack in it, but we'll find out. So I bought a new one. I mean, it's not coming from the tap where the valve will be, or the hoses, so I think it is leaking out the bottom. But
Right, well, we'll get it off and we'll have a look. So he's even been and got some new coolant, some premix, some deionized water. I always struggle saying that, deionized water.
on before buying this, and I found out it was actually a kit build, and it put me off a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
Do
you were
remember me
saying.
saying?
Yeah.
So when I found this one, it was the first thing I checked, and the easiest way to do that is from the chassis number, and apparently it's the SIT letter in. So on this one, it's an S. They use a few denominations, but the S and the F indicate that it's a factory build, whereas the K would indicate it's a kit build. So that says straight away factory build. They also have these little plaques on them to say they're hand built. So again, another telltale sign it was made in the factory.
Yeah.
You don't want some half blind fella called Jeff putting it together here.
It's the not knowing. Some people, they might do better builds at home and stuff like that, but we were talking, weren't we, saying like the resellability of it. If it's factory built, you've got more chance of people just... You were looking, weren't you?
I can see the appeal on a kit build. If you've got the space to do it and you're going to keep a car for life, you know, you want to build it with your son, amazing thing to do. But for me, I didn't have the space to build it, so I didn't just want to take the risk of buying a kit. I don't know the guy who's built it, so it was factory car all the way for me.
And it's a very niche market, isn't it? So I think we said, like, you know, you might have it up for sale for a long time, and if you're rumming and ahhing about it being a kit build, someone else might be, and they might choose another car over yours if you did want to sell it. So not saying there's anything bad about the kit builds, you just...
Some of them will be even better than that to do it in the factory. If you've got an engineer who's you know, years learning his trade and he's putting it together, and I'm sure it's...
Or you could get one that's been built by a Baguettes and Asbo's YouTube channel. It's been thrown together in the garage, and you wouldn't trust that, mate.
Yeah,
the wheels would fall off. Especially if I've had my hands on it. But this is the 2-litre Duratec engine, which is a Ford engine, so technically it's an Asbo. So it's fitting for the channel.
Yeah, ultimate Asbo. I think it's 210 brake horsepower, weighs about 550 kilos. So that's where they get the 420 from. It's 420 horsepower per tonne. So that's where it gets its name.
So as you know, I've been trying to set a lap time of under 2 minutes at Alton Park. And I've been banging on to Mark about it for a long time. And now he's out, he's got to be getting low 50s straight away on his first lap. This thing is going to fly, mate. Yeah. Especially with these R888Rs.
Yeah, again, they're the sort of recommended tyre for these. Obviously, if you're really track focused, then you'd probably go for something a bit more orientated towards maybe a full slick. But for me, it's going to get way more road use than the track, so it's perfect setup. And
the reality is as well, because there's not a lot of weight on the car, you're not putting a lot of load on the brakes, on the tyres and on the stuff like that. So, you know, this is just going to be perfect. You're going to have an absolute hoot on Alton Park with this, mate. And just look at it, all the mechanics of it, that's what it's about. Driving experience, and then the mechanical bits, the geeking out, should we say. And look, AN lines. And
to be honest, it's I did buy it privately, but it has it came from Oakmere about 6 months ago. The guy I bought it off, and he just didn't have the space for it for one reason or another. So it does have the residue of the warranty from Oakmere, but something like this, the excess on the warranty is going to cost me more to send it in, and it's it's quite a fun job, an easy job just to whip it off. I've got to go to Oakmere today and get the part, have a look round. So it's all part of the ownership.
Daddy, look at this one! Oh yeah, that's exhaust. That's another! Don't touch it. Whoa, yeah, this one. Look at the exhaust pipe thing. That's a go. It's that is a super weird car. Yeah, that is a super weird. Look at this one. What is this? Hey, oh, look at that. This.
Always.
Dollar light. No, they're not. Oh, that's like an 8 or something. But then these are like 7s or something like that for the Jubilees. So yeah, let's grab some tools, mate. That's what he's really come round for, me tools, not for my help, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Loosey, righty tighty.
Yeah, and if you get righty loosey, then you've got problems. I'm going to let Mark do this, because when it all goes wrong and his header tank falls off on his way home, at least he's done it. And now it's videoed, so you can't blame me. So it's a full cage chassis, but you've got a little carbon fibre cockpit. All your gauges in there. Indicator switch. Old school technology. All your lights and stuff are on actual rocker switches. Beast. Simplicity, that's all you need. And look at that little short throw gear stick. Nice. Really snug fit. So I believe this is the 5-speed, and I think it is, correct me if I'm wrong, MX5 rear end diff. Yeah, limited slip diff. I think it's quite an aggressive one, isn't it? We could hear it like whining and knocking.
Yeah, you do get a bit of knock from the diff as well.
It's because it's mechanical.
Yeah, it worried me a bit when I first got it home and I noticed it. But did quite a bit of research on it, and apparently
it's normal.
There's a saying. I think it's TD. TS, and they all do that, sir.
Salesman buzzword, that, innit? Trust me, compared to the Asbo, mate, it sounds quiet. Wait till you hear my thing. Even the guy at DervTech mentioned it the other day. He said, "Oh, is it road legal? Can I take it for a test drive?" I was like, "Oh, it's not, mate." He went, "I'm not surprised with that diff."
One tip I would give someone who's going to look at buying the first Caterham, take the right footwear. So you'll notice I've got some speed cats on today. So if you don't wear the right shoes with a narrow sole, you'll be taking your shoes off because it is unbelievably tight in the footwell. So tip of the day, wear the right shoes, otherwise you're going barefoot to test drive it.
Yeah, basically get your dancing shoes on, because this is gonna be a hoot. Surely the good thing about these is parts are quite accessible. I imagine parts are quite cheap, because that's one thing we did mention to Mark, like consumables and stuff. The brake discs are tiny, the little calipers, pads and stuff like that.
We get us a little rack so we can shove it down the coolant pipe.
Stop it from spitting out. Yeah, no worries.
Let's have a look. So it looked like, there we go. There's the split, I think. So
yeah, it might not look like much, but when it's under pressure, it'll be.
Yeah, and as we all saw at the start of the video, there was quite a bit of fluid coming out of
this. There was a monsoon leak, waterfall.
Yeah.
Right, let's get that one swapped over for the other. Again, maintenance is quite easy on that. It won't be doing your backing, will it? Bending down over that.
So this is the new one. You can buy the cap separately. Obviously, I didn't need one because I can utilise the original part.
How much did this cost you?
It was, I think, 50 quid plus that. So it's a lot of money for a piece of plastic, but you know, for such a highly tuned sports car.
Look at them little engine mounts. See this as well. Paint pen on there.
Yeah.
That stops it from coming off, you know.
And then
you got locking washers, sorry. Don't matter what torque it is, as long as you put paint pen on, stops it from coming off. Tell you what, he's done this before, he's not even spilt any. Absolute pro. Look at that engine block. Absolute hefty engine block. About 100 mil off the floor. The whole half of the car's taken up by it. Absolute beast.
I think probably one thing to mention, it was completely cold when we started the job. Obviously you don't want to be messing around with coolant when it's 100 degrees because it won't end well. But the other thing, because it had blown all the coolant out of the reservoir, we didn't have to drain it down first.
Yeah.
So it's made the job a lot easier. We are going to change the coolant afterwards. So we'll try and get that on video as well. We're losing a bit of light, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's fine. I've got some lights if we need them. Bottom hose there, if you can see that. Oh yeah, there you go. There is a drain plug there, but it's quite tight to that oil pipe. So rather than mess around with that, and you don't really want to mess this thread up.
Soft alloy there.
Yeah, exactly. I've done it with my intercooler. The bolt at the top, you'd have to helicoil it if we mess it up. Mark's just noticed that this bottom here, it's all cut, so they've trimmed the bottom off, and then on the bottom of that one it's not trimmed off, and there it's sitting on a little plate.
Sitting too high, isn't it?
So I think, like you say, let's just put the bonnet on, which the bonnet will definitely go on, mate, and I'd probably leave that like that if we don't have to change it, just because that's probably why it's cracked.
Potentially it's weakened it,
because yeah, it's where it's cut there. The bonnet will definitely go on, mate, because look,
yeah,
we're up here, so I don't know why that's been cut. Only Darren will know. Right, she's all back on. Let's get this coolant topped up. We're losing light. It's getting dark.
It's a bit late for that. We'll do it 1 litre by 1 litre.
Yeah.
Pain in the arse.
Do you know how much it takes?
Just over 5.
Sound. Let's do this. Right, so 2.5 of them, 2.5 deionized water. Right, so he's going half a quart in one bottle, and he's going to slap it in. I'd have put 2 in of each, but hey ho. Yeah, definitely put it in there. Don't mix it in your oil. You'll end up like the DS3 milkshake. Do you know what I love? the colour of that on a fresh tank. You can't beat it. Right, one.
One pink.
Yeah, we got 4 in. Doing another mix. And then we'll give it a run and open the thermostat and get it round. Start massaging some of these pipes. Bosh. That's all losing light. There you go, it's going down already. Get you. Can you see?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna have to put you down because I need to get this bolt in a second when this comes through here. There you go, we can see it returning already. Lovely stuff. We're milking this job, boys. Right, so we're just running the car, got it up to temperature with the heaters on. There's your fans, there's your heater matrix behind there. And it's basically an on and off switch, so if you switch it on you get hot air, if not, see you later mate. Mad that. All that stuff. This HVAC system was behind my dash on the Fiesta, just rips it all out. Because where we're going, we do not need hot air. Right, I think a little road test. We're sitting just above max. But when it cools down, that'll drop. It's because there was no pressure in the top of it. We've had the cap off, so fans on. Fans on. Look at that hot rod. Oh, I'd run it with no bonnet and nose cone. That looks mint. Right, definitely deserves the title of Asbo. Right, that's what we call a success. Let me know how you get on. Little beast. Right guys, so it's a couple of days later. I'm working on the DS3, which you've probably already seen in this video. The Caterham, success. Mark's actually in Wales at the minute. He sent me a couple of pictures. No overheating, no leaking. So enjoy these pics. These pictures have been taken in Portmaddock, Orthy Guest, I think it is, little harbour there. Beautiful little place. So that was something a little bit different. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. And don't forget, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, tell your mum and tell your nan.